Today's topic is Sympathy for the Devil, a movie that's here to remind us that when the devil's in the details, there's hell to pay. What does that even mean? Also, chili. In this movie, a fella named David is about to welcome a new baby. Aw, congrats, David. But before he can get to the hospital, Nick Cage climbs into the back seat and tells him to start driving or he'll shoot him. Now, Mr. Cage seems a little mixed up, and not just because of his weird red hair. He keeps calling David by a different name and insisting that he did something terrible way over in the city of Boston. As the night goes on, Cage becomes increasingly impatient and violent. David must find a way to survive and get back to his family. Because as we all know, when the devil's in the details, there's hell to pay. Nope, I still don't get it. So what kind of Cage performance are we getting with this one? Is it stoic pig Cage or unhinged deadfall Cage? Well, definitely more toward the deadfall end of the spectrum. Speaking of deadfall...
Pick a card.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah, that's not very sociable behavior. Go on, pick a card.
Look, I'm a little busy right now. Why don't you take your game someplace else?
Busy at the market. I'll tell you what. If it's a high card, I'll tell you who I am. And if it's a low card, I'll tell you who you are. Is that a deal?
Sir, what are you doing?
Pick a card.
Buddy, I'm not an Uber, okay? Are you robbing me?
I didn't say I was robbing you. I said pick a card.
It's strange to me that we've had two movies now, this and Arsenal, that contain callbacks to the worst reviewed movie of Cage's career. I'd love to know the thought process here. As soon as Cage stepped into the car and did the face-off bug eyes and started speaking in the terrible Boston accent, I knew we were in trouble. I like a good Cage blow-up, but he's on 100% power all movie long. I didn't see a character here, I didn't see an intimidating villain, I just saw Cage just trying to be as loony as possible, which can be fun in small doses, but he's in pretty much every scene and it just gets grating. He's not scary, he just seems like he forgot to take his schizophrenia medication. As the story unraveled, I started to think, by golly, I think I know how this is going to end. They're going to pull a David Cronenberg's A History of Violence on us. Wouldn't you know it, that's what they did. What a mistake. That movie was way better than this one. And when the ending happens, it's also one of those that makes you realize that the previous 90 minutes were a complete waste of your time. Overall, I didn't have a terrible time watching this. The cinematography was nice at times, and there was a lovely use of fire and neon lights throughout. I just wish they dialed Cage back and thought of a better ending. But I guess in the end, when the devil's in the details, 4 out of 10.